Wow, I want to be just like this guy. Hi, I'm Aunamations, and this is my first animation video. I like soccer, I mean football, yeah, don't shoot me please, and basketball. But now that's settled, let's move on to the real stories. This dream actually happened a few days ago. I was walking to school at night when I heard a voice behind me that says, "Go back home." But here's the problem. When I went to my home, it was pitch black, and my mind made me go to our basement. I jumped down the stairs from really high, and then I woke up. I don't know why, but I have lots of dreams of me just jumping down my stairs for some reason. Anyways, I have another dream where I knew it was a dream. I was telling myself to wake up, but I don't think you can actually wake yourself up in your dream. But when I woke up in my dream, I was in my teacher's bed. How do I get that out of my head? I know how. How? That's it!
Let me tell you something. All right. Let me tell you.
Hi, I'm Aunamations and I hate bugs. Why are you in my food? Why are you in my room?
Where are my clothes?
A lot of people in my school have gotten stung by wasps, but not me because I'm a vampire. All jokes aside, when I do go outside, it's like the bugs are waiting for me to go outside. I walk out of my door to walk to school and the bugs are like, "Ooh, little sweater guy. His blood must be tasty." But they can never bite me anyway, so haha. Hi, I'm Aunamations, and I think I do lots of things that kids my age do not do. Also, did you like the animated skit that I did on Flip a Clip? If you did, comment down below and I'll do more. But anyways, you guys came here for things I do that kids my age probably don't. 1. When I go to the bathroom, I check the curtains to see if anyone's watching me. I don't know why I do it because I'm 100% sure there's nobody standing there in the bathtub. What if I opened it and there was someone in there? Wouldn't that be awkward? 2. When I got older, I moved my bed into the living room instead of sleeping in my parents' room. But there's no door to the living room. There's just an open kind of oval thingy. So my parents put curtains instead of doors. When I go to sleep and all the lights are out and there's one tiny little crack, I don't let that slide. So I get out of bed no matter how comfortable I was. I don't know why I do it, it just makes me creeped out. What if there's a little camera in the crack or something? 3. Before I say it, I just noticed the first 2 are about curtains. Anyway, when my mom lets me get some books from the library, I get a whole bunch of books. I remember one time I borrowed more than 20 and my whole family had to carry my books. 4. I lose some of my appetite when eating meat. Sometimes when I eat meat, I think this was a fully living animal. But I still eat it because I love eating meat especially. 5. Before I go to sleep, I put a huge chunk of Vaseline on my lips. Not half the bowl, but I definitely use more than I should. I tried only putting a bit before, and when I woke up, my lips were really dry. So then I have to do it again, but I'm too lazy for that. I'm out of ideas. I know, I should steal a video and post it as mine. Hi, I'm Aunamations, and I ran out of story ideas, so I'm making a random thoughts video. I do have one more video idea, but that one will have to wait. Anyways, let's get into my weird mind. Anyways, let's get into the real video. I was probably one of the most responsible in my friend group, but I still did really stupid stuff for them that got us in trouble. And that's why I don't hang out with them much. I do, but not as much as I used to. Now I just hang out with like one friend instead of 6 or 7 friends. They're not mature either, but it's okay because I'm definitely not. And if any of my friends are watching this from my old friend group, I'm sorry for saying this, but like, you guys are also the best. You're really funny and stuff, so yeah. But let's get into the crazy stories with friend group 1. By the way, the main people of the friend group were fake names, by the way, Mike and Ray. There were other people like Luke, other Luke, and other Luke. I think a lot of classrooms get crazy during lunch. including ours. This only happened last year and it was really crazy. My table and another table were being really loud during lunch, so we went up the ramp in the hallway to play catch with other Luke's ball, and it was bouncy. I said bouncy because that's going to be really important later. So there was a team up ramp and team down ramp, and I was on team down. One of my friends, Ray, were also on the down ramp team, and he threw the ball, but it was too short. It hit the corner of the ramp, bounced up, and hit a light, and the light shattered to the ground. And our lunch lady was right there to see it. And later after lunch, it was said on the speaker by the principal that there was no bouncing balls in the halls. Hey, that rhymes! I don't have any more stories to tell and I'm pretty lazy, so I'm just gonna tell a bit more stuff that happened during lunch.
One time, other Luke threw a chair, and one time, Ray threw Mike's granola bar across the room, and Luke laughed so hard he spilled his milk out of his nose.
Ah, what a beautiful day. So, I've been injured. I mean, I'm pretty sure everybody has, but shut up. Well, first line is done. Time to procrastinate. So I'm going to tell you all about my injuries, even though you already read the title and knew I would tell you all about it. Okay. Every lunch recess, when the bell rang, everyone would basically wrestle each other for the soccer ball, because we only had one in our class. I'm actually lying. The ball was kind of a big, soft tennis ball. But one day, me and my friend Ray in my class had a plan. We waited for the strongest guy to get the ball, then I slapped it out of his hands and ran for it. But that guy didn't let it slide. He worked hard for that. So he slapped it out of my hand, but he didn't really slap it to his hand. He kind of slapped it away from me. And so I slipped on it. But you know those doors your school has where there's a line between two doors like that? Well, I slipped in the middle of that. I hit my head in the middle and I had the biggest bump on it, plus it was bleeding. So yeah, I guess we have some things in common. I asked Ray the other day if he knew this and he said he didn't, so maybe I'm just making this up and I'm delusional. Hi! Okay, I kind of lost my drawing style because I haven't been posting, but who cares, not me. So, seasons. That was my old intro to my old channel, but don't try to find it because that was like a year ago and it's bad. So, sports. There's 4 seasons. Winter, spring, summer, fall, winter, spring, summer, fall, winter, spring, summer, fall, and winter. Let's start with winter. I love winter and it's my favorite season. Kind of weird since I used to live in a country that didn't snow. I love how you can make stuff like snowman, snowball, snow angel, snow everything. Just look at that. And also I love winter because I love popsicles. I would eat that any season, any month. If I had to be cold for my whole life or hot, cold definitely, no hesitation. Cold tops hot, in my opinion, of course. Also because ice skating, I tried it recently and it's really fun. Which leads us to spring. It's like half winter, half summer at the start. Then in the end, it's just summer. Unpopular opinion, I hate when it's hot. I don't really know what to feel about it, I just know I do not like it. In my opinion, of course. Now let's get into summer, my least favorite season. In summer, it's hot, and then I have to take my sweater off. I never take my sweater off, even on the hottest days. But don't blame me, blame these stupid wasps. So yeah, I don't like summer much. Deal with it. Then there's fall. I like fall. There's orange leaves and leaves and red leaves. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, I don't know what to say. I just like it because there's leaves and it's cold, and also because it's not summer and spring. So I guess that's it. Hey. It's done! Okay, what the Let's try that again. It's done! Okay, that was off topic, but teachers. Some are but others are but we're not gonna talk about the good teachers. That would make a bad video. So we're talking about the bad teachers. Also, I don't really have any bad teachers. I just have bad moments with teachers. So let's get into the story with my music/choir teacher. Let's just call him Mr. Adam. He was a chill and silly teacher, but I got in trouble in his class lots of times. But let's just tell two stories. We were in a circle on the ground and Mr. Adam was placing instruments. Some of my classmates got hand drums, including me. I love drums, by the way. Anyway, he placed a drum the other way, which triggered my, perfectionism? And keep in mind, he particularly told the students not to touch the instruments until he said so. But my perfectionism made me want to turn it, and so I did. I thought it wouldn't make much of a sound, but nope, it made this sound. And obviously, Mr. Adam heard my hand drum and took it away. He didn't really take it away, he just took it away from my spot and he told me,
"How does that feel like to get your drum taken away?"
And me being the well-behaved student, instead of being honest and saying, "Honestly, I don't give," I said bad because I didn't want to get in trouble. Okay, next story. So in choir, we were singing a song about our school. Let's just call the song Robot School Rocks. Not my real school, by the way. My friend didn't get to learn the song because he was away when we practiced it. So when he was singing next to me in choir, he started saying gibberish. It caused me to laugh and my other friend Peter to laugh. Also not real name. And Mr. Adams saw us in seconds, even though we were in the back row, at the end of the back row. So he moved us to the very front row. Not the front row. He added an extra front row with only 2 of us. And I don't know why he made us still sing next to each other. He could have separated us. But enough about Mr. Adam. We need space for Miss Oh shoot, I almost doxed her. Let's talk about Miss C-Rob. We were studying about Mexico food, which made me hungry. Look at that! It looks delicioso! Anyway, I was done with my work, and right away she said, "Erase it," right when I handed it. I thought she meant erase the answer, but no. She meant erase the doodles. Huh? So to you, creativity isn't allowed? It didn't even affect the page or the answers. Why is it such a big deal? And also at math, the other table was being loud and she came up to them and said,
"Please settle down."
But she came to our table, she was like, "Shut up! Fight! Fight! Food! 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 Food!" Hi, I'm Aushows, and even though I look really wimpy in the real life, I get into lots of fights and surprisingly win. Most of the time. Some are just little fist fights, but there's one I need to discuss. It was like war. But let's talk about the little fist fights first. Wow, that's hard to say. Try saying it fast. Fist fights first. This happened in the 3rd grade. My friend Luke, not real name, were pretending to fight. And these morons, Lard and Max, walked past us and thought we were really fighting. So guess what? They joined us. Lard is like a really big kid, by the way. Like big. Like bodybuilder size. So it took down my friend Luke in seconds. Then they went for me. And since I'm kind of stupid, I mostly forgot what happened in this fight. But I remember I took Lyndon down and I kind of flanked him to the other side. And I forgot how I took down Mason, sorry. But I think I took him down, I think. Or he was about to kill me and then my friend told on us. Thanks a lot, Aaron. Anyways, next story. This was a crazy fight. Yo cake! It was like war. So let's get into it. Every single dingle dangle wait. Anyway, every recess we would just play soccer against my rival bullies team. Every single recess. Crazy, right? I know. I think this was like a year ago or 2. And I was in the just kidding, we need to hit a bigger milestone for an age reveal. So 2 years or a year ago, we were doing our casual soccer match. And it was going normally. People shoving, teachers not caring, yeah. But this guy, let's call him Marco. He pushed my friend Luke from the other story. So anyway, he pushed him. And me being a good friend, I pushed Marco back with all my might. he fell, and everybody applauded, and I became famous. No, just kidding. I got up quickly, and he was like, "You can't defeat me that easily." Okay, I just reviewed that in the voice recordings, and I sound really funny, but bad. I should stop making fourth wall breaks and tell the story straight. I did it again. So one of the big kids on the other team, not a big kid like a kid that's older, like the same age but way taller. I'm pretty sure it was Lard, so my friends jumped on him. That's right, some people from my crazy immature friend group are back. Mike, back. Ray, back. Other Luke, back. Just kidding, but he was a goat when it came to like school fights. Will, back. Dustin Lucas will make me. Okay, I'm gonna stop yapping and get on with it. Anyway, Marco was trying to push them off him, but me seeing is unprotected. Wait, that sounded weird. I kicked it as hard as I could, and he crashed out. And don't mistake me for a strong, brave fighter, because once I get in fights, I panic and do whatever I think of without thinking. He ran at me, and instead of fight or flight, I just froze, accepting my fate. Tell my dad I love him. Tell my mom I love her. Tell my sister I hate her. But the bell rang, and I think that's the end. Also, I remember getting totally off the hook. I remember a teacher did come to our class to call me and Ray to ask who was in the fight, and then after that we got off the hook, since none of the teachers saw how extreme the fight was. No parents were called at all that I know of. I mean, it's not like I was scared of it. I'm not scared of anything.